Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're back with another Michael Ivey video. Yet another box from that huge box of cards. He sent us 6 or 7 individual boxes in there. We've been going through these about once a week, and let's get to it. Just sent us a boatload of cards full of TTM Fuel, stars, superstars, Hall of Famers, 90 Leaf. A lot of these from the late 80s, early 90s. Randy 2 in the Bush. Greg A. Harris, how about that? Just got him back recently. Greg A. and Greg W. Tommy Hurl will sign for $5. Hojo will sign. David Cohn will sign for $50. Will Clark will sign for 20, I think, maybe 25. Goes to his child's charity. Jose Lean will sign for $1 per. Tim take you on a sea cruise. Randy 2 in the Bush again. Storm Davis, Paul Gibson, Keith Miller, Spike Owen. A lot of these guys will sign through the mail. Wait till Otis sees us. He loves us. Jim Abbott used to sign. Only does private signings now. Burks, Joe Carter, Desi Relaford, Wilson Alvarez, Mike Moeller, Justin Thompson, Russ Davis, he'll sign. Jose Valentin, Be My Valentine, Geronimo Baroa, Scott Rowland, Hall of Famer, Sheffield, Andy Pettit, Rusty Greer, Hello, Rusty Greer, goodbye, Rusty Carr, Kevin No Moss, Shane Mac the Knife, Kirk McCaskill, Mattingly, Hall of Famer. Jose Lean, next time $1. Larkin, Hall of Famer. Rock Reigns, Hall of Famer. McGuire will someday be in the Hall of Fame. So I say, I think there'll be a steroid wing of some sort. Avery, met him. Nice guy. Chad Curtis, not a nice guy. Mark Grace, Robin V. Damian Easley. Derek May, Reggie Sanders, Rafi, he'll be in the Hall of Fame too. Phil Plantier, Jim Abbott, Hey Abbott, Scott Cooper, Super Duper, Troy Neal, and Bob, Gary Darcy Sarcenia, Julio Franco, he's 86 in that picture. Mark Wohlers, he played from those 10 years after he turned 86. Lenny Webster, how about that? Haven't sent to him. He signs, though. Todd Zeal, he signs after 2 years. Grace again. Tony Phillips. Anton Williamson. There's Doug Glanville. Todd Dunwoody. Moise Lou. Erstat. John Be My Valentine. Jason Giambi. Or is that his brother Justin? Jorge Fabregas, Ray Langford All-Star, Wilton, Giambi again, Rob Nen, let it be Nen, Alex Fernandez, Tim Salmon, Todd Dunwoody again, Mondesi, Jamie Moyer, speaking of 86 years old, he was about 92 when that picture was taken. Reggie Jefferson, probably, Doug Drabeck, Derek Bell, Operation Shutdown, Anton Williamson, Rondell White, he forgot something. David Segui, speaking of steroid wings, W. Stella. McGuire on the post, I like that one. Andy Pettit. There's McGuire and Canseco on a card. Sammy Sosa. Who's this? Oh, Dimitri Young. Jeremy Gonzalez. Got some good cards here. We're only a third of the way through the box. Hey, Abbott. Brian, don't call me Michael Jordan. Andy, don't call me Alan Bennis. Garrett, don't call me Smallhead Anderson. Ken Caminiti. Todd Tavo Alvarez. Henry Rodriguez. Henrod. Chan-Ho Park. Raul Casanova. Alex Ochoa. Andy Pettit. Ken Caminiti. Bib Roberts. Reggie Sanders. Sammy Sosa. Mickey Morandini. Chuck Finley. Heine Manouche, that's the card that we got rejected from PSA. 54 was signed and rejected. There's Bennis. Jermaine Dye, early in his career. Steve Avery there. Marquise Grissom. Rob Nen. Sean Dunston. Steve. Jose Alvarez. Gary Eve. I need to send to him. Stanton. He's a member of my 1,000 Games Pitch Club. Alvarez. Murph. McGuire. Sounds like a law firm. Murph and McGuire. Flanagan. Lego Mike Gallego. Dick Schofield. Sheffield. Chuck New Kids on Knobloch. Cal Eldred. Will Clark. The Thrill. Chef. Schilling. 2 rookies. 3 rookies. Clemens. Hall of Famer. Canseco and Straw. New Kids on Knobloch. A nice run here. Doc Gooden. Tino. Rookie. Omar. Rookie. Probably. Mattingly. Sheffield. Nice run. Right there. That's a run of Hall of very, 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 very good. Hall of I messed up and I should be in, but I did steroids. Dave Justice, Rookie of the Year. We were all after that card. Smoltzy. Speaking of Hall of Famers, Jeff Robinson, Gary Cataray, Gary Templeton, Scott, don't call me Phil Bradley, Jack Louis Armstrong, Jeff Pico de Gallo, Alan Anderson, Dave Stewart, Kenny Rogers Roasters, Jeremy Burnitz, Lance, Gimme Some Dixon, Glenn Davis, Matt Williams, Brian Harvey, Bo Jackson, Alfred E. Newman, Dave Valley Girl, and Gavile. Another baby child is born, Henry Cotto. Benny Santiago, Eric Davis, nice card. Dykstra, 27 and 80. 27 homers, 80 steals. Paul O'Neill, Rafi, Dibble, Steve, not Lions, Rock Reigns right there. Carry On My Wayward Son. Don Onslaught. Jim Two Silhouettes on Deshays. Keith Miller. Jack Clark from New Brighton High School. Todd Van Poppel. Spuds McKenzie. List Dash. Michael Moore, the director. Steve Finley. Bloss Minor. Oaks. Abbott. Hey, Abbott. Chris Jones, Mark Wooten, Will Cordero, Mario Diaz, Wout Weiss, 3 Blind Weiss, Mike Kelly, Kurt, What's That Man Wearing, Darren Lewis, Tony Graffanino, Javi Lopez, Chuck McElroy, Neffy Perez, Harold Reynolds, Dan Ceferini's excited, Sweet Lou right there, Chad Curtis, Benito, Alex Fernandez, Sean Barry, Keith Lockhart, Todd Zeal, Royce Clayton, Mark Kiefer, Kevin Apier, Darryl Aquifer, Avery early in his career again. Oh, I don't like that one. That's him beating the Buccos a couple times in the 91 playoffs. Straw, who was not, he's wearing the Ice Cream Sunday batting helmet, no ear flap. Franco, Jose Blame It on Rio, Frank Seminara Sauce. There's Doc, Broadway star, Monty Ferris Wheel, Scooter McGee, Tucker, Jack, don't call me Lance Armstrong. 2 more stacks. Anthony Young, nice career. George Taco Bell, Louis Mercedes-Benz, Scott Mr. Cooper, hanging with Troy Neal and Bob, Daryl Whitmore from WVU, football and baseball start there. Hit the hardest home run I've ever witnessed, personally. Right over my head in center field. Had a comet's tail on it. Another baby child is born, Henry Cotto. Brady Bunch. Todd Frowith. He froze with his right hand. That's what he froze with. Paul O'Malley. Scott Erickson. Ken Caminiti. Mike Joe Morgan. Pat Give Me a Bad Rap. Rick Aguilera. Kurt Schilling. Erstad again. Greg W. Brian Harper. Avery, Rookie. Gubaza. Dave West. Lenny Harris. Noakes. Oral. Already 2 in a row coming up here. Rick Junk Mailer. Ozzy. Liriano. Kent Merker. Ramon with a bat. That didn't happen too often. Tim Leary. Jose De Leon. Gullickson. Nosik Risson. Bunch of 90 upper deck here. Mattingly. Jeff Hamilton. I'm going to send to him. He's managing an independent league team. Brady. Pre-50 home runs. Tapino will sign for you. Eric D, 27 and 80. Got to see it. 27 and 80 back in 86. Did he ever reach 30-30? Yes. 87. He was 37 and 50. Boom! What a player. Too bad injuries cut him short. Harold Farmers Insurance. Sweet Lou Whitaker times 2. Vaughn Purple Haze. Tim Tuffle. The last group right here. Jack, don't call me Lance Armstrong. Kevin No Moss. Dave West. Far as the East is from the West. Kevin, that's gross. Mike Henneman. Felix Jose Canseco. Alejandro Pena. Bill Doran. Ron Hassey. Darren Rick Dalton. Bruce, 2 minutes for Ruffin. Stottlemyre, Dave Smith, Lilliquist, Tony Fernandez, Daryl Kyle, Tom Bolton, Stevens, Devon White, Reggie Harris, Tim Rock Raines, McFarland, Aldred, Murphy, Mark Hard-Hitting Witten, Darren Fletcher, Neon Dion, Rich Garces, Blake, I found my thrill, Damon Barry Hill, Avery again, Merced, Kiki Jones, Rico Bronia, Kurt Miller, Tim Leary again, John Tudor's Biscuit World, Tony Fernandez, Ramon Fletcher, with Jay Canizaro, Jason Beret, Eric Karros, Gene Harris, Mike Lansing, Michigan, Tony Tarasco, Scott Radinsky, Jose Blaming on Rio again, Midre Cummings, Mark Whitten, Brian Don't Call Me Michael Jordan, Dan McNulty, Tom Pagnozzi, Ricky Batalico, getting ready to throw football, Robert Ellis, Tim Davis, Don't Call Me Tina, Brian Bohannon, Darren Erstad again, Baldwin. There's McGuire. Oh, look at these 71 tops. Brent Abernathy, these are 2002 vintage. Ben Grieve, Greg Vaughn. There's a nice card right here with the baseball strings attached. No 2008 Upper Deck. Rich Harden, Carlos Pena, Nick Markakis, Maglio Ordonez, Alex Blaming on Rios, Hall of Famer Trevor Hoffman, BJ Upton, Jeff Kent, he should be in Hall of Fame, Chase Utley, Roy Oswalt, Brandon Webb from Ashland, Kentucky, I believe. Yes. Ashland, Kentucky. Right across the river from Huntington, West Virginia. Russell Martin, former Bucko, Lenny, Joe DiNardo, Weatherman, Matt Wise, Michael Bourne Identity, Roger, Don't Call Me Cesar Cedeno, and Scott Strickland to end it off. So that's it. Another great box from Michael Ivey. A bunch of stars, superstars, and Hall of Famers in there. And a Hall of Very, Very Good and a Hall of Steroid Needles. But thank you, Michael. Again, we try to do this. We'll do this every Tuesday, I guess, until we get through that box. But a bunch of gold stars for Michael Ivey. So we appreciate Michael again. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click right there. And if you missed last week's video when we ran through a great box of cards, I'll leave that link right there. Thanks for being with me today, and we'll see you soon.